Imagine you're driving down the street when a man on the side of the road flags you down to ask for aid fixing his ladder. Being the good Samaritan you are, mixed with a cocktail of prescription drugs, you offer to help him out. He reaches into his pristine toolbox, pauses for a moment and takes out a pair of old broken pliers, and with a big grin, he offers them to you. Thinking he maybe just didn't have any other tools in there and some kind of weird mouth condition, you try the best you can, but it seems like the more you fumble, the more he enjoys it, and you feel like he keeps trying to steal from your pockets. Before you know it, you wake up dehydrated in the woods with a fractured arm and an unusual amount of needles in you. If this scenario seems like it might be right up your street, then boy do I have to trade it for you. A hunter by trade and just an absolute menace in every other way, Jaeger's one of the few people that would take evil sadistic people as a compliment. In the acquaintance, he tells us he's been watching us for a long time and knows about our good and bad deeds, confirming the long-standing theory that he's Russian Santa. You still get presents, but instead of a new Batman toy, you just get fiddled. Asking you to collect some food, using Tarkov's hunger system, he'll be dead within a few hours, which would be a godsend as he's about to give you the start of 2 quest lines that will change your life forever. And not in the fun man with the magic carpet way, this is more of the chained up in the basement with the weakest link reruns. The Tarkov shooter is an 8-part questline that should be renamed to Active Shooter for obvious reasons. Claiming it's a test from a man who's literally just called Sniper, I think this is more of a legal loophole. Starting you off killing scavs with a scopeless bolt action from 40 meters away, you'll be amazed at how many kills you can get bang on 39 meters, and how many kills they can get bang on your head and or eyes. Part 2 will have you intentionally wounding scavs by shooting them in the legs, the first of many insights into Jaeger's psyche. Part 3 will give you a good chance to connect with your fellow man as you stare directly into his eyes as he guns you down while you're trying to reload that Mosin, but at least the reward is pretty great. Yeehaw. Part 4, weirdly fine, just a reminder that there are actually skills in this game, kind of annoying, but if you keep reloading your rifle you'll get it in no time. Part 5 I haven't written yet, this is just a placeholder because I couldn't think of anything interesting to say about it. Part 6, you're told the best tool against a sniper is another sniper, which is odd because I thought it was chemical castration. Eliminating 5 sniper scavs sounds easy, but not so much when you're trying to do this 2 wipes ago and after several raids of not seeing a single one, you find out they're not currently spawning. Back when I actually cared about getting Kappa, this made me, how you say, very fucking angry. Part 7, you'll need to go in like Flat Earth Theory, suppressed. Part 8, Jaeger ponders why Dostoevsky is so popular, before asking you to kill 3 PMCs in a single raid with a bolt action, something he must have picked up from the idiot. Congratulations, you just completed the first questline. Moving on to the Survivalist path, which by the way is the most deceiving name for a journey that will almost certainly kill you, just for his own amusement, Jaeger sends you into woods without any body armor, which to be honest kinda works because I can't afford any anyway. To reward you, he makes you run around like his little personal errand boy going into all these bunkers that don't spawn these mags, so stop telling me they do. You absolute virgins. You know when you're at work and you get a Slack message that ends with something like, by the way, you're any good at Excel? We need those reports generated by Monday. When you're working for Jaeger, it goes slightly differently than that. It's more like, hey, by the way, how good are you at handling dehydration? Show me how long you can stay without water, which is apparently 5 minutes. For the Survivalist path, Wounded Beast, thank god that the quest titles are actually readable again, Jaeger wants you to show him how you handle pain, which is interesting because I thought we'd been showing him that quite clearly this entire time. For Tough Guy, you need to eliminate 3 scavs in a single raid without using any medicine on woods, something that's easily done when you're not thinking about it, but when you've got this quest, at least for me, it's a nightmare. 1 scav in, you're already bleeding, which means this raid is a bust. On the next one, 2 scavs in, you break your leg. It's time to start again. This time you get all the kills and you heal while you're extracting because you're a fucking moron, and then finally you get all the kills, extract, and realise you didn't restart the quest because for some reason it's the only quest in the game that has this mechanic. Continuing on the survivalist path of trying to make you headshot yourself, Jaeger wants you to get 2 PMC head eyes while suffering from a tremor. Common symptoms from doing this quest may give you rhythmic shaking in your hands, arms, head, and or legs. Junkie has you indulging in stimulants, not the fun kind. This quest is in the category of easy quests that are just so annoying you wonder how they made it into the game in the first place, and all you're really rewarded with is +2 metabolism, which is just another reminder there are skills in this game. For nostalgia, Jaeger couldn't act more insane if he tried when he insinuates we might have any sort of friendship. Starting you off with PMCs in the office area of Factory, you'll wonder what you did to Jaeger to deserve so many shouts to the face. Forest cleaning has you killing a shipload of scavs, who Jaeger describes as no longer people or animals, and you know when Jaeger's dehumanizing you, you must have done some pretty messed up stuff. For the controller, you need to take a leaf out of Mark Wahlberg's book and show him how you can properly blind someone. For the evil Watchman, he'll send you to dorms to fight PMCs. I'm running out of creative ways to say you're gonna die, so how about a bit of optimism? You're not gonna die at all, brother. No one dies at dorms, man. It is fine, it's safe. The trophy will have you loading into customs to hunt down Rashala. This one's kind of fun, honestly. I like fighting Rashala and his guards, and it's nice to be able to do something with that useless TT once in a while. Justice is obviously stupid, because it's basically the same quest again. Bad quest design, BSG. For Fishing Place, Jaeger needs some advanced electronics for a modification to Mechanic's house, and I think we all know what that means. For Sellout, Jaeger wants you to kill Killer, a former athlete who spends all his time roaming around Interchange. His blood is cold. His mags are full. His aim is absolutely unreal, and he'll sometimes kill you through walls. For Woods Keeper, he wants you to kill Sturman. Loaded with the loudest gun in the game, you need not to worry about that, because now you have this quest, he won't spawn. Factory Chief will have you hunting down Tagilla, I don't fucking know. Who's honestly just a scary guy, and if you watch the previous stream, you'll know why. The Huntsman path, the Racer, which I think is inspired by a Racerhead because it's going to be fucking horrible. Not only do you need to go to reserve, but you need to kill Gluhar and his infinite squadron of men. Shady Business will bring you back fun memories of not being able to find it for Skier, and now you can't find it for Jaeger. For the first questline, properly labelled, Sadist will have you going after Sanitar, who's infamous for conducting experiments on people, which ironically Jaeger has an issue with. No one actually considers doing Hunter because it's just ridiculous, but if you're curious, you need to kill Sturman 20 times. I'd rather be stuck in a lift with Kevin Spacey, at least that way you'll only get fucked a few times. The last Huntsman path, which I think is a new quest because I would never forget a quest this insane, has you killing every single boss in the game without dying. I can't put into words how actually mental this quest is, and I refuse to believe anyone that you could describe as a human being has actually done this. Say what you want about Jaeger. No, seriously, say whatever you want about Jaeger, I really couldn't care less.